So I think more people are starting to understand the value of business credit cards. In this video, we're going to be talking about the easiest ones to get approved for, and we're going to lay down the facts. But if you guys are new or if you guys are returning subscribers, welcome to the channel. My name is Ryan, and on this channel, I teach you guys basically how to travel the world for free, how to leverage business credit, and just how to be awesome people. So if any of that interests you, make sure you guys consider subscribing. I would love to have you guys a part of our family. So here's what you guys need to know. When it comes to business cards, the three main issuers that I focus on is Chase, American Express, and surprisingly, there's just two, Chase and American Express. Chase is hands down the most valuable when it comes to getting rewards and points. They just offer a lot of value with their ultimate reward point system. Now, American Express, on the other hand, although they may not offer as much value as Chase, they offer something else that is status. Literally, you get a lot more prestige with their cards, but on top of that, you get something called status matching, or you get elite status at certain places with these business cards. So that's really how I like to look at it. There are other business credit card issuers. There's Capital One, there's Discover, and there's in-house bank cards too. But the problem with other business cards is sometimes they actually do report to your personal account. And I think one of the best benefits about owning a business card is the fact that it doesn't affect your personal score. So say I have $2,000 worth of inventory that I'm going to put into an Amazon FBA warehouse. If I put that on my personal credit score and I can't sell that inventory and I only had $2,000 and I cannot pay off that balance, then I pretty much have to pay interest on it and my personal score will take a ding. But if I actually put it on my business cards, I could get a no APR business card. And on top of that, it may not affect my personal score if I go with Chase or American Express. Now, here's the answer you guys are looking for. The easiest business card to get is going to be the one that you have the best relationship with. Now, what does that mean? And why do I always say that? Your relationship with these banks is going to be the most important thing. If I have like 5 cards with Chase and I'm trying to get a Chase Inc. business card and I have no cards with American Express, it will be way harder to get that card with American Express than it would be with Chase, regardless of what the rules is. Whoever you have a good relationship with, that's who you're going to get most likely accepted for. So if you have a whole bunch of American Express cards, you're more likely to get an American Express business card with American Express because they know you, they've seen your name in the system, they know what your risk profile is like. But let's say that you're a brand new business card owner, or you're just getting into the game, or you don't even have that many credit cards at all. The best and easiest credit cards, in my opinion, are going to be the co-branded business cards. So co-branded cards are cards like the Marriott Bonvoy business card or the American Express Amazon Business Prime card. The regular cards that aren't co-branded, the regular primary cards, they're going to be like the Chase Inc. Business Preferred or the American Express Business Platinum. It's going to be the cards that actually have their own name with it. But I've noticed within data points that people get more accepted for co-branded cards because you're not just applying for that issuer. There's a chance that you're actually applying that card from that website or from that other brand. So say I'm like a huge Southwest Flyer fan, I could actually find out about that Southwest business card from southwest.com or from flying one of their business class flights. And that actually opens the doors because you're realizing there's more opportunity for these credit card issuers when you're coming from different angles. And it just makes sense if you have no history with that issuer. So in my personal experience, once I actually get that one card, that one business card, it's very, very easy to get accepted for the other cards. So a common question I get is, Brian, if I get a business card, will my personal score get a hard inquiry? Yes, it will, but that doesn't matter. Like I always say on this channel, that hard inquiry will not affect you in the long-term run. Once you get that business card, it will actually outweigh all the disadvantages that you think you're getting from a hard inquiry, which is really nothing at all. Now, other than co-branded cards, which I personally recommend, you'll find that American Express accepts way more applicants than Chase does, and this actually goes along into their business cards as well too. I've seen a lot of users with legitimate businesses getting it's a hard and difficult process getting into the Chase cards if you're a brand new applicant. So if you're trying to get a business card and you have no relationship with anyone, it's usually a good start to start with American Express. I would shoot just for like a lower tier business card, like the Blue Business Plus card. It has no annual fee. I consider it a lower tier than the Platinum card. And on top of that, American Express just accepts more people, so you don't have to worry about getting rejected. Now, there are other subprime lenders out there like Discover and Capital One. I really tend to stay away from them just because they really neglect a lot of the business card advantages. But if you're someone who's looking to just get a lot of cards, or you're someone who's just interested in different issuers, they are pretty easy to get accepted for. I rarely hear about anyone getting denied for a business card from Discover or Capital One. They're more likely to actually give these cards out, but they're not the cards that I actually recommend to a lot of people. So like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the Chase cards are just the most valuable. And if you're trying to get into the Chase Inc. business cards, here's what you need to know. Start by building your relationship with Chase. It doesn't matter if it's just a small checking account. It doesn't matter if you just have the Chase Freedom card. That's enough to establish that relationship. But make sure you guys take the proper steps to actually getting these business cards properly. They're going to make you go through the whole process, especially if you're applying for the first time. But after you apply for the first time, the next times you guys apply, it's going to be a smooth sale. So when I first applied for the Chase Inc. business cards, I made a ton of videos. I have a whole business card playlist that I'll throw up here as well. They just gave me a really hard time. And during that time, I had a fully legitimate business. Some days we were doing $1,200, even $2,500 a day in profit. And I was figuring out how I could get these business cards. And they're going to make it a hard process, but you guys need to realize business cards, don't be intimidated. Everyone owns a business to some degree. They call these business cards, but in reality, they should be called a small business card instead. And the reason why is that a small business is really an umbrella term for many other things. A side hustle, something you're really just trying to get into, maybe something you do aside from your primary income. So when you actually have a smaller side hustle, say you walk your neighbor's dog and they pay you a little bit, that actually qualifies you for a business. People are worried about getting an EIN and tax purposes. Don't worry about taxes. If you don't make X amount of money, depending on where you live, you don't have to worry about taxes. But don't take my tax advice. I'm not a tax professional or a legal accountant. I would consult someone in your local county area or your local state area to see whether or not you would have to pay for taxes. But for someone like me who lives in Maryland, if I started another side hustle where I was selling lemonade outside and I only made $10, $20, I actually don't have to report that to the IRS because it's such a small amount. Now, on top of that, you don't have to get an EIN if you don't want to, but getting an EIN is completely free. It's very easy. It's like making a Facebook profile. It might be even easier than that. You just go on irs.gov and you fill out the website, you get your EIN, and then you can use that to get your business card. So when they ask you for verification or what your EIN number is, you can actually send them the free certificate that IRS.gov sends you. So the EIN is literally just a separate number from your social security number. You have your SSN and your EIN. Your EIN is like your business version. It's like Brian Jung business version 2.0 right here. My social security number is me. You want to separate these things because of tax purposes, because of legal reasons. If something ever happens to your business, you want to make sure these two entities are separated. But I know a lot of people don't even want to get their EIN for whatever reason, even though it's super easy. If you don't get your EIN, completely fine. You can use your SSN as well too, and then you can just use your full name, your first name and your last name when applying for those business cards, and people still get accepted that way too. So this is all very easy stuff. Another popular question I get is that what can I put for the income? Do I need to just put the strict business income? No, you do not have to put just the business income on there. If you have a 9-to-5 job where you're making $50,000 to $60,000 a year, you can actually combine that in your household annual income on your business card application. I've even seen people who put $5 or $10 for the business revenue, but their annual income, they'll do $50,000 to $60,000. Because these credit card issuers, just like any one of us, understands how hard it is for business. These business cards are really small business card tools that are meant to aid us when we're starting our business, no matter what stage we are. Whether we're in scaling, whether it's our 5th year of business, or whether it's just an idea and we want to have that leverage and we don't want to have that risk on our personal credit score. So that's what these business cards are truly meant for. Please don't get intimidated by them. Business cards are something that really changed my life. They offer way more benefits, they offer way more points, and they offer a way more better protection than I would get from my personal credit card. And business cards is really the way I was able to accumulate a lot of my points. So guys, I hope this video helped you guys out. If you guys have any other business card questions, let me know down below. I do recommend the American Express Blue Business Plus card or the Blue Business Cash card to start out with. It's like an entry-level beginner business card. It has no annual fee, so you guys don't have to worry about that, and you have a no APR limit on that business card. The other business cards, like I mentioned, the Chase Inc. business cards, very, very good. You need to get them at some point in your credit card journey. And on top of that, any business card with American Express, like the Platinum card, it does have a high annual fee, but you do get better benefits, like a whole year at WeWork. Now that's something that's actually going to go away in December, and that's a card that I'm getting next, but that card has a $25,000 minimum spend requirement to achieve that welcome bonus. So that's what really deterred me, but maybe I'll start running ads again, or maybe I'll work with a client where I can tell them, look, I need to start running ads. You guys pay me. I'll put it on my business card just so I could hit that. So know that there are a lot of benefits. Do a lot of research. And if you guys are interested at all in getting a business card and you don't think you can qualify, watch any of my other business card playlist videos. And also make sure you guys listen to my business credit card blog. I spent a whole day writing that entire blog out. It'll help you guys out. Get on that grind. Make sure you guys check those things out. And you guys have not yet joined our Facebook group, make sure you guys do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.